What's up, everyone? Pastor Jamz here, back with another review, and today we're doing another fan request. It is Circles by Mac Miller. Circles placed number 6 in my top 10 albums of 2020, and I gotta say, really sad that Mac passed away back in 2018, but the family had decided that since he was working on this sequel to Swimming, that the producer that he was working with, uh, the messages and the intentions were so clear that they decided to release it for the fans. And I took that news with a grain of salt because I don't really like when artists pass away and all of a sudden there's a new album that they found and they just release it for a cash grab. I was really hoping that the family and the producer would actually be true and release a fully fleshed out Mac Miller album. And it is a fully fleshed out album, and but there are some instances where like a verse or like a little line or two was like made it seem like as if he was going to go back and work on it. And the reason that it's so hard to review something like this is that when an artist passes away and a new album comes out after their death that wasn't even announced yet, that tells me as a listener that the artist was not finished with the work and that it is not truly in their vision because they are not here. But like I said, Mac Miller was working closely with John Bryan, the producer, and it seemed like the message was clear and his intentions. So John Bryan, in my opinion, did the best that he could and released this album for Mac fans all around the world. And he did great. It's great production by John Bryan. Infusions of like pop rap, and then you have like really slow soul like acoustic production in some of the songs, and I'll explain that more in a little bit. And then more like energetic soul and other songs. It's really great, and it seems just like Mac. Like I said, it's a sequel to Swimming, and it's called Circles, so swimming in circles. And I think that's a really like tongue-in-cheek kind of play on words, because there's instances where Mac is moving on in like this pop rap or energetic soul. He's moving on from his depression. He's moving on from the heartbreak. And then you'll get these acoustic, slow, more of a, like a, not sad, but a more like a slow soul type of song. And it's more like, like feelings, like he's trying to get he's back in like bad feelings, like as if he wasn't swimming, coming around swimming in circles. And I really think that like that's really interesting because they're like integrated within the tracks. Like you'll get like an energetic track, then you'll get an acoustic track, and then you'll get hit with a very energetic soulful track. I think that was really interesting by Mac because he's just coming back and forth swimming in circles. And within those soulful, more slow acoustic tracks, Mac hits us with more hoarse, very lively vocals. Like he's just trying to like not get himself back in that position, but I guess he just has to express himself and try to get out of that position to go back into the forward direction that he wants to go in. And those are the tracks that seem like as if he wanted to return back and maybe touch up on those vocals, but it's not that bad. But like like I said, sounds like he wanted to come back and touch up on them a little bit, maybe on the high notes in some of the songs, but it's not that bad. It's really great, very interesting for Mac. Something about this album that I gotta say is that I thought it was gonna be exactly like Swimming, but Circles is actually very different, even in the acoustic, very slow tracks. Uh, did not expect them to be so vocal, and then in the soulful, energetic tracks, they're kind of like jazz infused in a little way. Kind of reminds me of production from Thundercat. Uh, he's really lively and very like slick. Very, it's very interesting to see him that way after Swimming, because Swimming was very like a very sad album. He was very heartbroken. However, the track I do not like out of the whole album is Hands. I think the production is a little annoying. With the hit for the whole 3 minutes is doing that. Sounds like sounds like someone has the hiccups, and especially if you have headphones on, it gets really like oh my god. But other than that, that's the only really negative thing I gotta say about this album. It's just that one song, and it's not really a negative thing, but as I mentioned before, like this album was not truly in his vision because he couldn't release it in his full 100% vision because sadly he passed away. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Didn't really know what else to say other than that. And my this album was a good 8, awesome 8. Top 3 tracks are Good News, Hand Me Downs, and Woods. I want to do a shout out to Joseph for requesting this album, and I think starting next week, some new music maybe might come out. I think Drake's gonna come out with that album this month. But if it doesn't, I do have an album planned for Tuesday that is not a fan request. It came out in late 2020. Thank you guys so much for your support. Let's keep it going. Share with your friends, your neighbor, your coworker, your cat, your dog, your bird, your fish. Share with everyone. Pass the jams. We need to grow. And I got big ideas. New content for you guys in the channel. But it's only going to happen if we grow, guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. I love you all. Peace.